Hello everyone, it is me, and today we are going to talk about some things about the Holocaust that you might have not known about until now. And while we're doing this, I'm going to finish coloring this Anne Frank work that I said I was going to finish. So continuing on, a lot of people don't know is a lot of people think it was just Jewish people that got killed. It wasn't. It was homosexuals, it was people that they thought they were politically wrong, it was gypsies, it was oh my gosh, I can't think today. It was people with disabilities like dwarves or mental disabilities, or people they just thought that weren't good enough and didn't deserve to be on this planet were killed. So yeah, that is one thing. A lot of people do think it was just 6 million people, and that is only the estimated amount of Jews that were killed. That is not the confirmed amount. If we go off all of the Soviets that they killed there and everyone in total, we'd have at least about 20 million people, and that's not even the confirmed number. In reality, we will never have the total confirmed number. Which is sad to think about, but unfortunately it's the truth. We will never actually know how many people died in the Holocaust. Maybe sometime in the future, but right now we probably never will know. Continuing on, sorry, that was kind of depressing. In the Nuremberg trials there was real footage. And before this, nobody except the people that were in the German tops with Hitler knew what concentration camps were. So that's why the Nuremberg trials, for the first time, they showed actual footage. Now, if we go back to what Wilhelm Göring, I think his name was, who was the number second under Hitler's rule, he would usually say that was just war. And of course, we all know now that that was not just war. They had no right to kill all those people and basically make human slaughterhouses. Thankfully, a lot of people after that were almost disgusted by those people and knew that they weren't going to stick up for those people. You can find real footage, and then if you watch the Nuremberg movie, you will even get more real footage of the horrors. You see people that are so skinny you can see almost all of their bones. It's honestly, when I first watched the movie, I felt almost disgusted. I wanted to puke because of how horrific it was. Continuing on, no one knows that they made mass graves. They would actually use bulldozers and tear apart the people's bodies and just bury them in these big, deep holes in the ground. They did this with Bergen-Belsen, Auschwitz, a bunch of other camps. And, fun fact, unfortunately Anne was in one of those piles. You can see a stone that they made for her, but it's not her confirmed grave. Her confirmed grave is somewhere in a mass pile filled with other bodies. Another thing people didn't really know about is the crematorium. A lot of people knew about the gas chambers, but they didn't know about the crematorium. The crematorium was a big firing pit that sometimes, if they would do it when you were dead or they do it when you were alive, you were put into just fire and you would be burned alive. Gas chambers were they would just put you in a room and gas would almost instantly or painfully kill you. So yes, it's very tragic. A lot of people don't realize the damage that they did or that was done. And some people, most of the officers, they try to defend themselves. They were saying, well, I didn't know that this and this was happening. I didn't know that they were killing people there. And most of the officers did in fact know, because a lot of them worked in those camps. So that's why a lot of Nazis, of course, were sent to death, and it makes sense. Some were hanged, some were electrically killed. But of course they were all killed for the same reason. And if you're watching this and you're hearing this and you're thinking, this is disgusting, that's why we can make sure it never happens again. That's why Anne Frank's story is told. That's why there's millions of books written. And historians telling the truth. People around the world are denying it every day and saying it didn't happen. Which is insane to think about, because how could you deny someone's story coming out of their mouth? These stories are real and they're terrifying and they need to be told. So that people realize the horrors of history. Of course, unfortunately, we still have those type of camps. We aren't doing mass killings, but who knows what the future holds. And I'm going to tell you how I celebrate 4th of July, because it's coming up. And so is Anne's birthday, and me and Remember Anne Frank are going to do a collab on June 12th, Anne's birthday. Because, of course, we both love her extremely. We don't know what we're gonna do yet. I think we might make an edit or such things. We don't know yet. But I hope you come and watch it and you love it, and go subscribe to her as usual. So, yeah. Those are a few things you might have not known about the Holocaust. And about World War II in general. Is a lot of people died in World War II. A lot of people. Some were for defense and some were just basic killings. Of course, it's not like that anymore. But of course, the war in Iran and war will always keep happening. Because of mankind, war is never going to stop. We're going to find another reason to hate each other. We're always going to find another reason to fight with each other. We're always going to find another reason to put someone else in the dark and put someone else as the superior. Because we are human. In reality, we are the worst thing that has ever happened to this planet. Because of what we do. We hurt the earth. We put species into extinction. We kill each other. And unfortunately, it's just a matter of time before we tear each other apart. And there's nothing left. Thankfully, there are people out there, like me and others, who are trying to change it for better. And I hope you can go find them and support them and show that we will not stay silent. Because if we stay silent, then the whole world goes silent and we fall apart. So it is our opportunity. I'm going to show you my favorite quote from Anne's diary. I also finished the artwork. The diary isn't exact, but I think it looks pretty good. This is an old drawing. I have way better ones. But of course, this is a current sketchbook. Why is England manufacturing bigger and better airplanes and bombs? Oh wait, what's the point of war? Why can't people live together peacefully? Why all this destruction? Okay, I'm gonna start from the top. I messed up. Dearest Kitty, as you can no doubt imagine, we often say in despair, what's the point of the war? Why can't people live peacefully? Why all this destruction? Why is England manufacturing bigger and better airplanes and bombs, and at the same time turning out in new houses for reconstruction? Why are millions spent on the war each day, while not a penny is available for medical science? Why do people have to starve, when mountains of food are rotting away in other parts of the world? There is a destructive urge in people, the urge to rage, murder, and kill, until all of humanity, without expression, undergoes a metamorphosis. Wars will continue to be waged, and everybody have been carefully built up, cultivated and grown, will be cut down and destroyed, only to start all over again. Anne said these words when she was about 14. She knew that in the end we are only build each other back up just to put each other back down. Anne was killed sometime in February. And she was much wiser than probably the people who killed her. The people that made her starve and put her in this camp just because she was Jewish. So, in total, we will always put each other up just to knock each other back down. And I hope you use this video to show that staying quiet isn't going to do anything. You're just adding more flames to the fire and making it easier for people to take over. I'm also going to start writing my new book soon. I will give you a small sneak peek. The main character, I think we figured that her name is going to be Rain. Rain is going to have a personality like me and mental struggles like I do. Because I feel like I can write everything I'm feeling on paper. Rain is going to be overcome with a big challenge that'll defy everything she knows about her mental structure and how she sees the world, and how even with all of her mental problems and physical problems, how she defies it and uses it. Side characters will be there, but I don't want to share too much because of course you're going to want to read it. And some of my friends will be making the cover, and I'll be picking one of them to put as the cover of my book. I will soon put out just a stage character design of what I think she'll look like. So yeah, those are some sneak peeks for my book. I'm going to call it Defying All Odds. That is the title of my book. So I will release more sneak peeks soon, and soon full pages, because I don't know if there's any other way to share my work, but yeah. So goodbye everyone. Oh crap, my phone fell. And thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to leave. Goodbye.